Hey everyone, it's Tracy from Mindless Crafting, and well, Bill will be here in a moment. We just have to wait for him. He's um he's actually downstairs putting a sale on the Mother's Day stamp set. Both the photopolymer and the digital Mother's Day. Let me show you what that looks like. So let's see who's here in the room today. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day or making the best out of it. So that's the Mother's Day digital stamp. So he's putting a 15% discount on that one. So yep, so he'll be up in a moment. We were running a little bit late, and quick while we were running late because Bill wanted to put down some snake repellent. Yeah, he's way over this thing with the snake repellent, okay? So yeah, I was out there with him, helping him put down snake repellent. So yes, he's making the card today. I told him I'll help him out, however he needs me to help him. And yeah. Well, thanks, Marlene. I'm so glad you like that one. I'm going to turn on my TV so I can see y'all, see your comments and stuff. I can somewhat see them on my phone, but not really. Not the way I need to. So yeah, we have a storm coming through today again. So it got really windy. We did get out and walk today. Yeah, we've got some like right now it's darker outside and the wind has picked up. But I thought they said it wasn't coming through till tonight, so yep, we got all kind of stuff going on here. So let me see who's here. Hey, Miriam, how are you? Miriam, Bill has not recovered. He was out there putting down some snake repellent before we went live, okay? So no, he's not. He's not over this thing. I don't think we'll be over this for a while. Hey, Brenda, how are you? Yeah, so I'm just waiting for Bill to come up. He's traumatized by the snake, okay? So yeah, he's going to be making a Mother's Day card. I'm not sure if he's making it for me or if he's making it for my mom. I'm not sure. So we'll see. Hey, Donna Satterley, how are you? And happy birthday to you. I hope you're doing wonderful. I'm just waiting for Bill to come on up here. So I guess I'll go ahead and stamp some images. Yeah, refresh your screen and see if that works. For some reason, I'm thinking that 12 noon is a really busy time on the internet as well, just because so many kids are at home and have to log on for school. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp some stuff out for Bill since he's not here yet. I don't know if he's going to use those images. He might want to stamp something completely different. I'll make a card base for him too while we wait. Let's see who else is here. Margie, Joanne, Pauline is here. Yeah, our weather, it was nice this morning because we got out and walked early because I knew there was a storm coming through this evening, so I didn't want to wait. I'd rather do my workouts in the morning too. I'm just going to cut some card bases for him because you just never know with Bill what he's going to be doing. So I think he said he wants to use some of my stickers too. Hey, Barbara Lang. Just seeing who else is on here. Oh, everyone's wishing Donna a happy birthday. So sweet of y'all. I'm like, did Bill disappear on me or what? Okay, where is he? I'm going to stamp some stuff out for him because he's not here. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp. I hope he uses the hat because that's one of my favorite images. Well, I like the bike too. I don't know. Let's see. Make a couple of card bases for him. We're just playing around until he gets up here. He just went ghost on me, y'all. Yeah, he's... I may have to run downstairs and go find him. Oh, good. I'm glad, Vicky, that you were able to get the video going there. Hey, I'm gonna stamp something out myself, okay? Because he's not here yet. So we'll see. I'll do my own thing. Let's go ahead and I'll use the bike. The bike is really cute. So I can put the bike right there. Let's see if it'll fit on this block right here. Yes, it will. Look at that. It fits, y'all. I usually, like if I have a larger one, I usually put it like that. So we'll see. My other ink pad, I have to get some ink and ink it up because it's getting dry. You see, let's see who else is here. You know, he need to come on, okay? I asked him what he wanted to do. He said Mother's Day, but he is late to the party, y'all. No, I think he's downstairs putting a sale on in the store. Now this will be a simple card right here. See that? It says Bill makes a card, but look whose hands are in the screen, right? Yeah. Nope. Let's get the bigger one here. And he's probably going to re-stamp these over. I don't know what he's doing, y'all. He's mindless crafting today, so I'm not sure what he's doing. Exactly. Let's not talk about him. But I have a feeling, Brenda, that when he comes up, he's going to say something about it. I'm not going to mention anything, but I have a feeling he's going to say something. I have a feeling, y'all. He's just going to say something on his own. Mothers are the best. Yep. And then right here, I can put something right there. See, this will just be fun to color if I wanted to. This will be for me, I guess, later on. You have a mother's hat flying in the wind. I guess I need to check on Bill, huh? His phone is up here, of course, so I can't call him. Oh my goodness, Brenda, you laughed so hard yesterday. I know, Brenda, him and his, I just, yeah. Snakes. Him and his whole snake thing. He's really, really afraid of snakes. Yeah. When I get the card, act surprised. I know, right? Oh my goodness. I guess I'll have to do that. Oh my goodness, you shouldn't have. He might be making it for my mother. I'm not sure. He might be making it for my mother. Let's see. My yellow out here. My yellow out. check on him, make sure he's okay. I better tell Ariel to check on him. Bill! Ariel! Bill? Y'all go ahead and chit chat while I go check on him, okay? I told my husband. Oh, you told your husband he had a hard time? He was laughing, right? Look, and that afternoon we went and got the snake repellent, okay? Jennifer, that is too funny. I'm gonna go check on him just to make sure he's not out there chasing a snake down or something, or running from one. Okay, y'all. He'll be up in a few. Oh my goodness. I had to run down there to see if he was okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, yesterday's yeah, yesterday he'll be up in a moment, y'all. His computer was acting up. So hopefully we'll be okay on this live. Hopefully we will. So yeah, his computer is acting up right now. He's trying to put the sale on. So he'll be up. He's super excited about his creation or his future creation. So I'm going to go ahead and color this card in. And then I'll let him do his own thing. I'm going to offer the fussy cut if he needs to fussy cut. Because he takes a long time to fussy cut. So I told him if he needs help, just ask me. Look, y'all got me running downstairs worried about him. I wasn't worried until y'all said something. And then we had gone walking this morning, you know. I got to check on my husband, see if he's okay. Okay. Y'all had me running downstairs. Yeah, Pamela, you were too, right? Margie, you don't say can't. You can do it. Oh my goodness. Miriam, I'm not even going to read your comment. We're trying not to. Look, we're trying not to mention the snake during this live when Bill comes up here, but I have a feeling he's going to mention it. You should have seen him like a kid in the candy store at Walmart yesterday trying to get some snake repellent. So we are going to try. Boy, it's windy out there, y'all. Good thing I got my walk in early. It's pretty windy out there. Have y'all noticed I'm using my tumbos today? Using the tumbos today. Okay, let me see what y'all are saying. I'm looking here on my phone. Oh, we're doing good, B&D Crafts. We're doing good. I hope y'all are doing good too, and just making the most of your time. Hey, Kim, I didn't see you come in. Oh, you're not good at fussy cutting either. The thicker the card stock, the harder it is to cut. I'm gonna make a little thing right around here with that darker marker right around the edges here. Bill trying to skip out on us, isn't he? You better come up here and make my Mother's Day card.
Well, I heard the posse was out looking for me.
Look, they had me because they were like, "Is Bill okay?" And then I was like,
Did the snake get it?
They planted it in my mind. Okay, is Bill okay? And I was like, "Let me go down and check because y'all got me scared." I was okay before. Yeah. So I'm just coloring. I'm gonna give you the seat in a moment.
Well, take your time. I'm setting up.
You hear him? Take your time, okay?
Take your time. You're doing just fabulous. Margie, no, the snake didn't get me this morning. You told him what I did this morning?
We were not gonna see y'all.
Okay, and then that's it. This is all I'm gonna say. Hi, AJ. This morning I put out my snake killer repellent stuff all around not just the back, the front, sides. any path I even put one around the table that I would probably sit just in case one slipped through the cracks. I had a box of mothballs, a huge one. I put that all over the place too. So hopefully I'll be safe for a while. Now I'm ready.
Malaya said, "Did you put it on the roof?"
Malaya, I was seriously considering how I could possibly throw it from the roof. Tracey, I'm being very serious. I was thinking maybe I could put the mothballs in special packages and throw them in the area, but I looked real carefully and I didn't see the snake. I looked for a good while from the window upstairs, and
I called my sister yesterday and she was cracking up because I told her about Bill and the snake and stuff.
Ooh.
And she was like, Bill probably shelter in place for the next 5 years. Like, it's been over for 3 years now, right?
Hi, Barbara Lake. I'll check on that. Thank you.
Like, Bill, the shelter in place is over. Bill is still.
Okay, let's see. I'm just getting this on right now. Donna Sadler, how you doing?
It's Donna's birthday.
Happy birthday, Donna. Donna says, Tracy, how do you decide whether to use your Tombows or alcohol markers? She's blindfolds herself, throws a dart.
I just felt like, hey, let me.
And whichever one the dart is the closest to.
I don't know. It's hard to decide though, because I'm really kind of addicted to those alcohol markers right now.
You know what? She really is. First, she was very reluctant to, to really use alcohol, because she really was using Tombos.
Because I love my Tombow so much.
She loves those. But once she started doing the alcohol markers, I asked her just the other day, I said, Tracy, which one? She said, you know what? I kind of really like these alcohol markers because of the blending capability.
And I think you can do it with these too. You can do it with these. I'll have to go look at some tutorials. So, Bill, you don't seem anxious to,
No, you go ahead.
Use the stamp set.
I'm still getting on. I'm still making myself get this.
Want you put something around that?
Jennifer Pennell says there's another brand of alcohol markers that she has, and they're called Caliard.
I've heard of those before. Yeah.
So how do you
are
like
they?
those, Jennifer?
Tomina says, Bill, you could never live in Florida.
I'm typing it right now.
Well, just say it.
I take your word for it. Tomina.
You don't have to type it. Just
I'm
say
not
it.
hard. Angela Rainey says, I'm not listening to Bill's stories anymore. He had me
Looking
almost
around.
burned my house down talking about the rattlesnake in the house. Then the dog licked my leg and almost leaped. Hold up.
You know what? The cat brushed up against my leg
And mine
made
too.
me jump. I was like, see what Bill done started?
Yesterday, I was in the cabinet getting something, and all of a sudden, I just threw some stuff out. I mean, Tracy said, what's going to happen? I was looking down, and the cat had brushed against my leg, but I didn't know what to think. Even in the yard this morning, remember, Tracy, you did something. You threw one of the mothballs or something to land it, and I heard it. And I was by the corner of the fence at the far area about where the snake left the fence. And I almost jumped out of my skin when I heard that sound on the mothball landing.
You know what, y'all? See? Y'all done started something again.
But anyway, enough of that now. I'm not going to talk about it. We're going to move on. Let's see. Too Sweet for BS says they're not very good with alcohol markers, so they use water-based markers and colored pencils. You know what? Too Sweet, what you have to do, you have to say, okay, this week, no matter what, I'm only using alcohol markers. And resist the temptation to go into your comfort zone and say, but I'm so good at this other one. I'm just gonna go back. No, don't go back for that week. And eventually you'll crash, you'll go through a wall.
Well, there you go. All right, babe. I'm letting you have the seat.
Oh, well, thank you.
This is going to go on some kind of... Wait a minute. I'm kind of going to let you
I
have the
still
seat.
don't know what I'm going to do, but that's okay.
I told
hey
you
guys,
to
I haven't the slightest idea what I'm going to do. Isn't that wonderful?
I started stamping out with the Mother's Day stamp, and I figured, hey, if you need me to help cut or whatever, I can. It's just up to you. But I think this is going to need some stitching.
All right, it is. Yes.
Ariel is downstairs.
All right, now
cooking.
I just came from downstairs. The reason I was downstairs is because
I told him.
yeah, I had to make sure it was in there, and you could easily find it in the store. I put the Mother's Day digital stamp set and the Photopolymer stamp set on at 15%. I didn't even put an end day on it right now. We haven't even decided exactly, but it's Mother's Day is coming. We'll figure it out though.
It's Sunday, babe.
Sunday? Okay, well, there you go.
He doesn't know, y'all, that Mother's Day is Sunday.
Terry Lynn says, I'm making some embellishments inspired by your older videos.
Oh, nice.
Kerry Woods, I thought about that. Kerry said, I bet his plan is to stay away long enough to have all the pictures colored and cut out. I did think about that.
No, he's gonna, this is a quick card for me. But he's gonna,
What's up, Brian?
he's gonna be stepping in a moment.
What's up, Uncle Brian?
Oh.
He has to get used to that. Uncle Brian!
Said Uncle Brian. Oh. So sweet. So yeah, I put it on there and I'm good to go. Quick, easy card, right? I'll probably add some little things in there. Yeah.
Brian got to see his niece and hold her for an hour.
Okay, darling. I'm gonna let you have the
Hi,
helm here.
Felicia McLean. She says, hello, I'm new to your live chat. What is fussy cut, Tracy? Also, what's the name of your colored pencils? Another question, what type of glue is that you use? The glue is art glitter glue. It is some of the best for crafting, along with
it's a paper.
reptile.
Yeah, it's a great crafting glue for paper crafting. So I use art glitter glue. What was the other
Fussy
question?
cutting. What is fussy cutting?
Fussy cutting is when you cut out an image with these little fussy cut scissors. Like once I'm finished with these right here, I'm going to cut them out, little fussy cutting.
It allows you to be very detailed.
Right, it's like a detail, just basically detail cutting of images. What was the other question?
What's the name of your colored pens?
Oh, these are Tombow dual brush pens.
The Tombow,
Yep.
Tombow, Tombow dual brush pen.
And these are watercolor.
And they're
Water-based. Water-based, yep. There you go.
And you're probably saying, why am I repeating what you say?
I use some of these, right? Yeah, I don't know why. All right.
All right, guys, these are my hands. Okay.
Hopefully the hands with the nail polish weren't yours.
No, that wasn't mine.
These
I
were
want to
just
make
my
sure
markers, so we can move these out the way. I cut out some papers for you just in case.
Okay.
And then if you need me to help you fussy cut, just let me
Now, I already know I'm going to use this A2 card, so I'm looking at this thing right here, automatically thinking, what do I want to use? You know something I never used? I've never used this bike. And I'm going to get a little creative with this thing today. I'm going to use, I want this bike. Let me start there. Okay, where's the bike, Trace? Oh, here it is, over here. I'm going to use this bike. I'm going to stamp out several things. All right, guys, let me get the stamping.
I stamped it out on this if you want to. It's the Mother's Day one.
Yeah, I'm going to use that too. I definitely want that.
No, I'm saying I use that block.
No, I do this.
Okay.
Okay. You don't have a happy Mother's Day one already stamped out, do you?
You need to line it up better.
Okay. Tracy says I need to line that up better.
Yeah, I just put it over there to place it. This is not going to be a good block for this.
Okay, well, I still need to stamp this out, so I'm going to get this.
All right, so let's see what y'all got. No, Terry Lynn, that's not going to happen.
What, Terry Lynn?
You don't even want to know what Terry Lynn just said. Okay.
What did Terry Lynn Parker say?
Lynn, don't even.
Harry, I just looked up there, and you know what? I agree wholeheartedly with Tracy. That will definitely not be happening.
You know.
I will say one thing, though. I mean, I was really resistant to going to the nail place years ago. Tracy had to drag me in there, and she tricked me actually because I thought we were going for her, and it was a couple's like feet thing, whatever that's called. We went to that.
The pedicure.
Yeah, and that was one of the best experiences of my life. Okay.
You don't have to wipe it off.
Okay, I'm not gonna wipe it off right now.
Let's see.
Now I'm gonna take this off. I definitely want to use this bicycle. Okay. I like to stamp my thing in different areas. And a lot of people keep doing it in the middle. At some point, they say, hey, my stamp doesn't stamp. Because you always stamp in the middle. So if you kind of go all over the place, it kind of uniformly, of course, I'm making this up, okay? In my mind, that's what I feel is happening.
Bill, we can do. Terry says couple spa day would be great date for the two of you.
I wait for a couple years, and once I see some people don't die or something,
Social distance spa day.
then I might consider it.
No, that's okay.
I may have to take a YouTube class and do Tracy, and she have to do me. We just have to learn it ourselves.
Right. Well, we got your foot thing in there. You know.
I have to learn that too.
That we need. There you go.
I'll do 2 bikes in case I mess up.
You're not gonna mess up.
I know I'm not, but just in case.
Oh, are those being cut out?
Yes.
Good luck there.
Uh-oh.
No, you go ahead. Do your thing.
I don't like how she said that, y'all. Wait a minute. Hold up. Let me wait.
Home spa day. We've done those before. The home
But
spa
just
day.
in case.
That would be good.
Tracy scared me when she said that. Okay, so let's see if
Our
I was
anniversary is until June, so actually that's next month. Oh my goodness. That's like next month, babe. I'm thinking our anniversary is like a couple of months away. It's next month. Wow, these months are going by fast.
Bam! Okay, I got that. Since she said that, if that's the case, then I might as well just go, I might as well type the Mother's Day on here.
I mean, that's up to you, babe. You can do your thing.
Well, I'll do it later.
You do your thing.
Okay. Where's my slicer?
Not easy to cut that bike out.
No, but it was perfect.
No, they were saying it on the thing. See, Cheryl said it.
Where's the slicer, Trey? I'm gonna make this fit. Thank you, Tracy.
You're welcome. We got motorcycles.
See, I kind of cheat. I don't measure like Tracy does.
Up and down the street. All kind of stuff.
I'm the average crafter, so I just look
You're
at
not
it
average, baby.
and I say to myself, you know what? I'm gonna slice a little bit off down at the bottom. No, I slice a little at the top. Just a little. All right. Okay, I got some off the top. Now let me come back to my card.
The bike is popping a wheelie. That's exactly what
Kind of
you're doing.
wanted.
I used to pop a wheelie on my bike.
I'm gonna slice a little over here.
Yeah, did you ever pop a wheelie on your bike?
Yes, I did. I couldn't go long. Like, I knew people could ride down that street 2 and 3 blocks, okay? I can go a little bit, but not like
Your
that.
bike sure is popping a little wheelie.
Yeah, because I'm going to be riding slightly uphill.
My brothers, boy, they would be able to, like, really pop a wheelie, like, just
So they can ride long.
all the way down the street. Just, I can only do it for a short amount of time, but they really did it for a good amount of time.
Okay, I need to get about right here.
You must have ink on your
That's
hands.
okay. I probably do, but you know what?
Cover it up.
I'm gonna cover it up. I saw that, but you know what? I didn't even fret. You notice how the average person would have said, "Oh my God, I have ink," but I saw it and said, "You know what? That's an opportunity. I'll come up with something." See,
That happens to me too.
Don't sweat the load.
Yep, just keep going.
You say, hey, whatever. I'll make something out of it.
Look.
Hi, Joanne Gilbertson.
Miriam says, is Bill like Yogi Bear? Not at all average. Exactly.
The average bear.
Joanne says, I miss not getting my toes done. I had to cut my toenails myself. I got them a little too short. You cut them a little too short?
Okay, now, you know what though? Because I'm not going to do this exactly like this. You know why? I'm going to come even closer because I'm going to want to put an underlying layer under here. So let me cut one more on the sides. So I'm going to go at the bottom.
Might want to put the top on your ink then.
Okay.
Ask me how I know.
How do you know? Okay, let's see.
Bill, your bike is popping a wheelie.
It is. I wanted it to.
Love it.
And I'll show you why in a second. Okay. Just a hair over here. Just enough to make me feel like I did something. Let's see.
Carrie Woods, that's funny. She said, I was thinking I had better get busy with my Christmas cards because it's only 7 months away.
I don't want to be too prepared or anything, okay?
You know, Christmas in July is coming up soon.
Yep.
So.
I need some paper, something. Trace, pick a winner. No, I'm gonna have a board. I'm gonna have some paper under here.
Oh, so you want printed paper?
Yes.
Okay. What color do you want?
I don't know. Just if you grab a bunch, I'm just kind of look and see what hits me.
Well, let me know if you want these stickers too. So you got these. just in case you want to.
Okay, I'll keep this in mind right here. Tracey told me about
let's
these.
Go ahead and get some papers for you.
Yeah, you can grab a pack and I'll just kind of run it under right quick and see if something catches my eye. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna keep going.
You just want me to pick one for you, or you want a couple of them?
Okay. No, I'm gonna do motherly looking.
Something more motherly.
Okay. Yeah, see, those two should work. I'll find something out of all this.
All right.
All right, guys, I'm just looking to see what hits me. Oh, it's too pinky.
Oh, yes. I remember that. Riding the bikes and playing King of the Hill. Yes.
Oh, my
I
God,
have many
yes.
scars on my legs from bike riding and just being a all-out tomboy, you know?
I think I'm going to do this. Okay, that's one.
Donna Weaver says this is the first time she could get back to watching and listening to us since March 25th.
What happened, Donna?
Tracy, I'm in Uniondale, New York. Bill making anything brings me joy. Oh, happy Mother's Day, everyone. Happy Mother's Day to you too, Donna. Uniondale. I used to live in Roosevelt, New York, which is right next to Uniondale. Yep.
I'm cheating, guys. We're going like this.
You're just making it happen, babe.
Right. So I just want to get a basic idea of how I want to cut this right here. Okay.
Without measuring, right?
Right. I'm taking the cheating way.
Do it the way you want.
The poor man's measuring technique. I know a lot of y'all probably do the same thing, don't y'all? So now take this card, see how much.
I don't think this. I don't like to measure, but I'll measure because I have to for like a tutorial. But I don't really like to measure. Oh, that's so.
Now I have a little hole, but that's just an increased opportunity. I just put something on top of that, so whatever. They say here. I wanted to kind of just.
Exactly, Miriam.
What Miriam?
What were knee pads? Exactly. I didn't wear any knee pads riding the bike or anything. I don't even know if they even had knee pads back then. But I just knew that even if I got scarred up the first time, I'd get right back on that bike and do it again.
All right, a little further. Okay. Kind of like that. Now the top, I need to.
Hey, Deb Pratt.
Deb Pratt.
This is Debbie, painter of glass. Tracy, I missed the beautiful work you did with wine bottles. You are a Jane of all trades.
Well, we only have about a.
Lastly, Bill is so
100 wine,
he's so doggone funny.
100 wine bottles.
I so enjoy
in
you
cabinets.
both. I do need to get out some of those bottles.
You have so many wine bottles, and we threw away about 100. There's still at least 100, I'm sure, at the minute.
Deb C. No, I didn't throw out no 100 bottles.
I did. I just didn't tell you, but now you know. So, okay.
Y'all hear him? That's okay, because I went in his little.
Oh, what? You did what?
Never mind.
I don't like how that was starting out.
Oh yes. What was a helmet, right, Dempsey? What was a helmet? Freeze tag.
Helmet?
Yes, I love freeze tag.
Ooh, I almost messed up, y'all. Hold up.
I
don't want. Yeah, because I want this side. Let me see what side I really want.
Do that side? I thought you were doing the side with the hats.
Hold up. I kind of like that side now that I saw it.
Oh, you got the hole in there?
You know what? I'm going to do the hat side now. I done got happy. Okay, hold on. Let's see. No, this hole doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, that's just an opportunity for increased creativity.
Mm-hmm.
You see the hole? Just say I'm gonna come up with something to make it go
There
over
you
it.
go.
I'll find a sticker, make an embellishment.
Hi, Kate Crazy.
Not Kate Crazy. Herself in the
Kate
flesh.
Crazy has joined the craft.
It's about time, Kate. I'm not gonna tell you what they said. Okay. They were talking about you. Okay, you got to go back and watch the other part. It wasn't nice either. Okay.
That was too funny, Bill.
Okay, let's see now. I want this kind of. So this is what I like about art glitter glue. Even though I have this glue on here, it's gonna stick fast, but it doesn't stick fast enough so that it allows me to position this. I can slide it ever so slightly to kind of where I want it. See what I'm saying? And it kind of holds it in place where I can keep going. Some glues just don't do that. I sound like I've been doing this a long time.
Oh, Carrie Wood. She said, I should clarify, my gift for my mom will be a calendar with all her sisters, brothers, and in-laws, children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren's birthdays and anniversary cards, over 75 and all. Oh my goodness, what a good idea.
I need like a dark red ribbon, Tracy.
That is such a good idea.
I'm gonna have it going in the background, like. Yes. This is right here, dude.
It's sheer.
Let me see what it looks like on here. Hold up. That'll work. That still will work.
Let's see. I may have some more.
Let me see the other
Let's
possibilities.
see what else we got here.
I could have did that first, y'all, in all honesty. If I just thought of it. If I was doing this over, I probably would have did it first and then glued it on. But that's okay. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing is gonna stop us.
Ain't no stopping us now.
Matter of fact, since I like the backs, I probably should do the back.
Oh, let me see, Bill. Here's one. This is actually some washi tape that's in a reddish color. Oh, look at that. That's washi tape.
And this is washi tape. So I'll put that to the side just in case. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have one go one way. I know what I'm going to do. Okay.
Let me know if you need help.
Not yet. I'm making it up as I go.
There you go. Here's another ribbon there. Sorry.
All right, guys. I'm making this up as I go along. So.
There's more choices.
Ooh, this is kind of cute here too. Let's see what this looks like. Wait a minute here. Hold up. I like this wine color one. Hold up. You know what? Hold up. Let me see. Let me see this one more time. If I go like this.
Oh, Tracy, when we were kids and went camping, we played flashlight tag. Oh my goodness.
Flashlight.
Flashlight tag. That sounds like fun.
All right, guys. This is what I'm gonna do. Okay. I'm gonna come all the way over here. I'll take this art glitter glue.
Donna Weaver, guess what she said? She said, Tracy, I knew you were from Roosevelt. You and Eddie Murphy. You and Bill are my favorite YouTube channel.
Oh,
so sweet. Yep, Eddie Murphy was actually, he was in my brother's class. So my brother was 1 year older than me, and Eddie Murphy was in his class. And so, yeah, we were in 6th and 7th grade. Went to Roosevelt High School for a little bit before we moved. Yep, so Eddie Murphy was an 8th grader when we went to
Tracy's told me some stories about Eddie.
Roosevelt High School.
How he used to wear the sombrero around that school or something. And everybody said, look at that kid. You know what y'all see at church?
Look at him now.
Exactly. He probably said, look at me.
Well, the next thing we saw him was on Saturday Night Live. That was the next time we saw him. were like,
He
what?
wasn't laughing then, huh?
That's that kid Eddie.
He said, yeah, laugh now. You know what? There's probably
Hey,
easy.
Louise Castillo.
Hi, Louise. There's probably an easy way to do this, but in my mind, this is what it seems like it should
Well,
be.
like I said, if you need my help, just ask me.
No, I have to make it up in my head.
Was he always a comedian? He had something going on, and I believe you that back in the day we had talent shows. So, yeah, so the talent show I think was when we really were like, wait a minute, that kid Eddie,
It's pretty funny.
yeah, he was pretty funny. Now another comedian that I went to school with at Rutgers University was, well, he's actually an actor comedian, Bill Bellamy, and he came in a year under us. Talk about just a nice guy. So he would hang out with a lot of the people from the track team. So yeah, Bill Bellamy was a really nice guy. I'm sure he still is, but he was just a really nice guy. You know, just a good person. So it was nice to see him become successful too.
All right, guys. I'm making this up as I go along, guys.
Yes, talent shows. I don't know. Kate Crazy. I'm not even gonna go there.
What did Kate Crazy say?
Well, I was looking at Miriam's comment, then I saw Kate Crazy's.
You know, Kate had to jump in on it. What did Kate say?
Well, Kate said, Bill. She said, did Bill guess what snake it was?
I don't
we
even.
said we were gonna leave the snake out of the live today.
See, I don't even.
Miriam, I remember talent shows. Yes, I do.
Kate, I don't think in those terms. I group them all in one category called snake. Okay? They're all the same. They don't matter whether it's poisonous, non-poisonous, nothing. It's the same reaction. So
I'm looking at you, babe. Are you breathing?
no. You can tell I held my breath, huh?
Donna Weaver says, gonna search for Bill Bellamy.
Oh, Bill Bellamy's funny.
Love comedians. Yeah, and he was just he used to hang around the track team. A lot of the guys on the track
Y'all
team.
had Dr. J too,
So
didn't
we
you?
know, we knew of him. You know, he was just a nice guy.
Tracy, didn't y'all have Dr. J? Now that's saying something
Julius
right there.
Irving actually gave me my basketball trophy. He had a big event.
You talking about
a big basketball event.
the doctor?
And so, but Julius Irving was out of Roosevelt, so he went to Roosevelt High School. Dr. J. So yeah, he was, and he was having a tournament because I was like in elementary school when he was just about getting ready to go to college.
See, here's what one thing people don't talk about. Now, I love
And
basketball.
He was a huge star already.
I love basketball. And now people talk about Michael Jordan being the greatest of all time. But I'm here to let you know that Julius Irving played in the ABA, which is the American Basketball Association League. He played there for about 6, 7, 8 years of in his prime before he even went to the NBA. I want you to know if Julius Irving had played in the NBA in his prime, I don't know if we would really be talking about Michael Jordan in this. I mean, we would talk about him like that because he's still Michael Jordan. But they don't even have Julius Irving in the conversation, which is almost a tragedy when you look at how he changed the game.
There you go.
Yeah, but anyway, that's another conversation.
He was, yeah. D. McKinney, I'm looking at your comment. Watch how gentle Bill is handling everything while he's making this card. You would never know he was a vicious snake fighter.
Please.
Donna said, Dr. J, you have pics of him handing you an award? Scrapbook page. I don't. I do not have a picture. I wish I did. Because I'm sure someone must have something. Because Bill, he was so good at like giving back to the community. So he would have these tournaments. I'm sure someone has a picture of that tournament. Because I got the reward for best sportsmanship.
Okay, now let me color this thing for a second.
That looks really good, Bill. I like the way you layered that ribbon. Look
now,
at my husband, y'all.
now, here's the thing, guys. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to use blue, okay? Now, you would probably think to yourself, but blue doesn't really go. I don't care. I like blue. And here's blue right here. I'm going to make this blue right here.
That's going to be, just do you, baby.
Right.
I mean, it's going to be all covered up
See,
anyway,
it doesn't have to be absolutely matched. The whole premise I use is when I look out the window, is everything matched up, or do I see a multiplicity of colors? And is it pleasing to the eye? And do I have acceptance when I see it? The answer is unequivocally yes. So I try to approach the cards I make through that same spectrum.
I like the way you tossed my pen, my gel pen without.
That's
the
the only
on.
thing Tracey got out of all
Without
that,
the
y'all.
cap on.
Out of all that good stuff I just laid out, the only thing she got from that was she likes how I threw her cap, okay? So much for that nugget, okay? I can't find the towel. Here it is.
You can't find the top. Oh my goodness. Vicki Jensen said, I'm literally missing most of this video.
That's okay, Vicky.
Well, she's having a hard time with her
internet
her connection might be.
Vicky, your internet has really been giving you some problems.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have the frame.
Look.
I'm using the Tombow dual brush pens. I really like these little pointy pens. I was telling Tracey, I mean, I just love it. Gives me an element of control that I just never had before. And I don't consider myself a good colorer. I've never cared about staying in between the lines because it seems so difficult. But these pointy pen things allow me to really have much more control. It makes me actually want to try to stay in the lines. And that's really saying something I don't understand.
Donna Weaver says, oh yes, Roosevelt High School athletic director can help you find a pick because you were a star. I don't think I was a star then. Not yet. Not until I joined the track team.
Once you hit Brentwood.
Yeah, Brentwood. That was my turning point.
Tracy,
I think I was just the kid that liked to be athletic.
Tracy's record is still standing, and it's been at least 30 years, I think.
Well, it's been more than 30 years.
Yeah, and no one has even approached breaking it.
I mean, there might be somebody that might come.
I think at the time, in the 600, Tracey had the sixth fastest time in U.S. girls' history at that time. Yeah, she don't like me to talk about stuff like that.
I don't.
Yeah.
Vanessa Angel Rose, she said, design says, I use what I have when I make things. Exactly. And it's the funnest thing, especially now, like we don't go out to the stores to buy anything new, and it's nice to kind of shop your own craft room and use some of the things that you have around the house. Too sweet for BS. Oh, you said you had trouble getting on too.
That's YouTube.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people on right now, so it may be just that it
could be online learning.
A lot of online learning and just for some reason around this 12 o'clock time seems to be very busy, and people are at home too, so I can only imagine. Hey, Anita Smith. Anita's just joining us.
Hi, Anita.
Anita, look, Anita, we're trying not to talk about
the thing.
Yeah, that thing. The slithery thing.
Going over one more time.
Miriam Splashes Paint said she got to watch the original Harlem Globetrotters live.
Miriam, wasn't it great?
Mark Lemon sat down beside us, clowning.
And you know, here's the thing: the original type cats, Globetrotters, Please. Even though some people consider them a comical
The
team.
Globetrotters were something else.
In all honesty,
Goodness.
they were better than the players in the NBA. They weren't allowed to be in the NBA because of the climate of events in that time era. But the players were far better than the players in the NBA.
Tanya, this is her first time joining us live. She's been watching all of our replays, and this is her first. So welcome, Tanya.
Hi, Tanya.
Donna Weaver says, Tracy, you are so humble, capturing those memories for your fans to see and for you to have is not being boastful. Oh, no, not at all. But when people bring up certain things like, my days in track and stuff like that. I've always been kind of a quiet.
She really doesn't talk about it, in all honesty.
Just a quiet.
I have to remind her sometimes, because Tracy would talk about the quarter, the 400, because that was her real thing. So she won the state title in that, right, in 11th grade. When 11th grade, what happened? And I said, well, you won the long jump, the state title in that too. She said, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I did that. Did y'all win it in the relay too?
Mm-hmm.
And they won the relay. So it's like 3 of them.
Me and my sister were on the same relay team, the 4x100. We were state champions. She ran the anchor leg. This is what some people just don't know. My sister ran the anchor leg because she was a great sprinter. And my sister was a state champion also in the 200 meters. And my brother was like an All-American in like the longer distances, like 800, the mile. So we were like this whole high school family of track stars. We tried to get my youngest brother, to come on with us, but he was just a pain in the neck when he joined.
But if you look at him,
I have a feeling that he would have been really.
I believe he might have been the fastest out of everybody.
Okay, if he would have just really put his, But yeah, me and my sister ran the 4x100. That record might still be at our school. I ran the third leg, and my sister ran the anchor leg.
Where's that thing?
And not only that, me and my sister on the weekends, we're teenagers, we would practice our baton passes in the backyard. I mean, how many teenagers do that? Since I would pass to her and we'd be at home.
You see the Mother's Day thing? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we'd be practicing. This was how, I think I was actually one of those kids that was so my discipline and my work ethic was really strong around the end of 10th grade, 11th grade. I just really became extremely, I wanted to be like the best that I could be, and I wanted to put in the work. And so, yeah, those were some fun days, but they were also very stressful days too. And that's probably one of the reasons why I don't really go back around that time, because although we were making such big accomplishments athletically and academically, my home life was very stressful. And so that took some of the, that took away some of the stress. It kept our stress down as teenagers, yeah. Oh, Miriam says her husband ran cross country, the 3 miles. That's right, 17:12. That's a really good time. I ran cross country because I needed to get in shape for the rest of the season. I didn't like it, but I had to do it in order to become a better athlete. So with that in mind, I struggled. But I made the most out of it.
But you still forced yourself. Once you were out there, something in you that said, I have to run.
That's true.
I cannot be way back. I just can't.
You have to accept that you once you say you want to win at something, right? You want to become better. You have to put the work in. And so I wasn't afraid to do the work. Running is a great exercise. And now I didn't lift weights until I got into college, and that was a whole nother thing. Because you're in high school, you really don't want to do weights, not for like a younger kid, on weights and stuff. I think that if I didn't become a track athlete, I would have done something else, some other sport. My next choice of sport would have been volleyball. And then after that, more than likely basketball. Oh, I didn't see Asia in here. Asia.
Hi, Asia.
Oh, Asia, have a good day. Anita Smith said, they say that your muscles always have a memory. Yeah, that's true. You have muscle memory. I'm waiting for mine to kick in. Y'all better get to remember it. Okay, 'cause, yeah, I think like once I went to Rutgers, I and joined the track team there. Well, I didn't join the track team. I actually went on a scholarship. But once I went to Rutgers, it was a whole nother ball game because they put me on the weights, and they had a weight training coach and this coach and a conditioning coach and the middle distance coach, and it was just so much. And I was like, and they put me on the weights. I worked out with the trainer for the football team, y'all. I worked out with the trainer for the football team for like an entire summer because I had a hamstring that was acting up on me. I was repairing. I had a hamstring. I had a torn hamstring that was healing. And so, my goodness, I must have gained in one summer at least 20 pounds of muscles, which I had no problem with, but I felt heavier. I didn't feel as fast, Oh, Miriam, you said you never could run long distances. Oh, her brother loved it. Look, I would work out with my brother. He ran the mile in 4:29. Wow.
That was good.
That is good.
In high school?
Yeah, 2 miles in 9:43. He was considered the most valuable in high school. I could never run long distances, lung capacity. I started training with my brother with the boys team only because there was one girl I wanted to beat. I won't go into it, but it made me a tougher runner because someone disrespected me in high school, and so it was a girl from another team. I wanted to beat her, so my focus became
exactly
beating this one girl.
You will be beat.
And my coach, I asked him, how can I beat her? And he was like, you're gonna have to run with the boys. I was like, gosh. He said, you're gonna have to practice with the boys team.
You were like, bring it on.
I had to get past that because when you're in high school, you want to hang out with your girls, and we had bonded as a girls team and stuff. So Mima Fran says my dad ran track. He ran for the Marines. Wow. We would go to the Penn relays. Oh my goodness, we went to the Penn relays every year when y'all were kids. We would compete in the Penn relays. That was a big thing. We went in high school, but then when we went to college, we would go every year. Every year. Yeah, so those were fun days. Definitely gives you discipline. My thing was, how on earth am I going to get out of college with all these practices? Because the college is a whole different ball game as far as working.
It's like a job.
Oh my goodness.
It's no longer fun like that.
Ooh.
Like,
So you're no longer this high school star. You have to start back at the bottom when you get in college as a freshman. They didn't tell me about that. W. Lucky said, I tried out for track, but I had weak ankles. So
that's what we're going with anyway.
Oh, and Jay said, Tracy, you are a superhero, good at everything you do. You know what? It's a work in progress. If you really want it, you got to work for it. And I think it was a way of helping me through my childhood. Athletics was a way of me getting through my childhood. Because my household that I grew up in was not a very good household. So I guess I had to put on the superhero hat in order to overcome and get through each day. And track and athletics helped me get through each day. But yeah. So as a teenager, I struggled, and people would say, and so my outlet was track and field. My outlet was having a coach that helped me get through each day and showed me, so I had a certain work ethic already, but it just escalated once I got around 10th, 11th, 12th grade. It just really went through the roof. And so those were the things I could control. And that's why I usually tell people, one of the things that I could control in high school was how fast I ran and how hard I worked out and how much I studied. So I had the grades too. So it wasn't like,
So you could very easily have went to Rutgers on an academic scholarship as well. Because you had the grades. You had to have good
academics to get into Rutgers, period. Yeah. You had to have good academics. There was no like,
no wiggle room.
You're not going to Rutgers with not.
I mean, a lot of those
Bill
schools.
looked at my yearbook one time and he was like, "Oh my goodness, you were in the National Honor Society?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I was."
Well, the only reason I said that was because Tracy was in her mind. She says, "Well, I wasn't really that good. I don't feel like I was that smart. I wasn't that good in my mind."
Right? But my grades showed otherwise.
And I was like, "Wait a minute." And in her graduating class was about how many in your graduating class, Tracy? About 1,200, 1,500 people.
We had to have 2 graduations.
It was huge. So to be in the National Honor Society with that.
I think 800 and 800.
It wasn't that big of a group. And you were one of them. And I said, wait a minute.
We had a morning graduation, an afternoon graduation. So our graduating class had about maybe about 1,200, 1,300 students, something like that. Oh, Miriam says, as an adult, when my son was little, I joined a local USTA tennis team and learned. Top spin was my favorite move. We won that year. Look at you.
Look at that.
Look, the body wants to do one thing, but the mind wants to still be that athlete, that top athlete, but the body is just like, where you going? You better sit yourself down. Muscle memory. Oh, Donna, I appreciate that. She said, Tracy, Bill Sherwood is right. You were in the best of the best. I ran some places. We ran at the Armory in New York, in the city, right? I heard the Armory is completely changed now. I still have the record for the 400 meters at Brentwood High School. I'm shocked that in how many years?
What about Yvonne? Has anyone beat hers?
82. My sister had the record in the 200, and we had the 4x100 meter relay. And my brother had several records there too. Margie says she has nothing to brag about. I'm sure you got some things that you've done in your lifetime. Joy right, Sloan, that is too funny. She said, my muscles have dementia. Oh, y'all are funny. There was a time when me and Bill were really working out.
Oh, yes, Lord.
You remember, Bill?
We were killing.
We were working out. I like that, babe. We were working out, and this was when I was in my 40s, and I was shocked at my muscles actually remembered.
Tracy looked
I was
like
shocked with the
it was
results.
incredible.
Okay, we were lifting
Let me
at
see my
least.
phone real quick. It's right there. Okay, I was gonna show them that. Yes.
We were at least 3 days a week.
That one video.
We were working out. Actually, one of my first gift basket videos, if you find that on my channel, you will see how much muscle I'm actually carrying. It's one of the first
Can I find it,
videos
Tracy?
on YouTube. No.
That thing is phenomenal. Please let me get it for him. Tracy, let me have it. Come on.
I'm good.
See how shy she is, y'all?
Muscles just ran out the door. Yeah, Bill was cutting up. I mean, his muscles were really cut. So we were going to the gym almost like 6 days a week.
Yeah, we were.
1 day off. I like the fact that bike is going up the ramp, babe. Love it.
You know what? I'm gonna try this other end. I never used the flatter end. Let me see how that does.
This ain't great job, Bill.
You know, this is almost like it's out. That's better.
Let me see which one that is. I'll put it aside. So I'll have to look at it.
I think it's this one.
Oh, yeah, just put it aside for me. Well, you might want to cover up your ink, babe. Or I should say my ink. Terry Lynn said, I was never an athlete. My artwork was hung in banks, libraries, and museums. Wow.
That's incredible.
My best was is that say pointillism? A pointillism drawing of a chipmunk eating on a stump. Oh, wow. I would love to see that. I would love to see
Put that in the
Terry.
group, Terry.
You both give your all to everything you do from the sounds of it. Oh, thank you. I just know that my mother was having a rough time when we were growing up. And just really short, my mom was abused by my father. And so to grow up in that environment, you had to find ways of surviving. And for me, the way to survive was to be great at whatever I did. Whatever I couldn't control in the house, which I couldn't control that, I would try to control through, whether it could be athletics, it could be artwork, because remember when I told y'all, I always used to color as a kid, and drawing as a kid. Yeah. So that just helped me to overcome a lot of the things that were going on. Yeah. So we all have something that we find. I don't know if that wasn't happening in my household, if I would have become such a great athlete. I don't know. Just all these journeys, right? And who do I have to inspire? And while all that's going, no one on the track team knew. Only me, my sister, my brother. No one knew that we were going through all of that stuff. Oh, Terry Lynn says she doesn't have it. It's in the Chicago Museum of Art.
Oh.
When I was a teen. Wow. She never got it back. Oh my goodness. Bill, that looks really good. I'm loving the way that's turning out. Deb C says, oh, Tracy, I'm sorry about that. You and your mom really came out on top, though. Yeah.
But at the time you're going through it, doesn't feel like it.
Exactly. That's why when Bill says, how could you not remember certain things? Because I think as a survival mechanism, you actually blank out certain things. Like you don't want to remember certain things or go back to those things. Yeah.
Now,
Jennifer Real says, thank you, Tracy, for sharing some of your stories with us. Jennifer, you're welcome. And a lot of people say, I would have never known that you went through something like that. And I think sometimes we have to go through things so we can share with others and inspire other people. So while I'm trying to motivate my high school track team to be great as their captain, right? Because I was the captain of my track team. I'm going through stuff at home not knowing, I may have to go home not knowing what might be going on at home, right? What am I going to what is it going to be today? Or what's going to make my father angry today? So, yeah, just we have a journey, and when you overcome something, you need to go ahead and share with others, because that might be the thing that helps them get through their life, whatever they're going through. Yes, for sure. For sure, Too Sweet for BS. She said you were also working hard for your education at the same time as being a great athlete. Yes, and my major was extremely tough, okay? I majored in journalism, y'all, at Rutgers University, and boy, what a grueling program. Yep, and Jay, it's difficult to talk about some things, but I've realized going through life as I get older that it becomes easier for me to share, because I know that someone else is going through a difficult time. And so I have to, through sharing my journey, what's more important to me is sharing my journey so that someone else can say, you know what, she did it. I can do it too. I can get through this. For all of us, Mima Fran, sharing our story is powerful. Yep. Kate Crazy said, I think Tracy and Bill doing date night camping for for Mother's Day is a great idea. Should we camp out in the backyard? Especially now that we got the repellent. I'm not even gonna say the name. What do you think, Bill?
Camp out in what?
In the backyard.
Who?
Bill is focused, y'all. I love that sky, babe. Let me help.
Here, take off this end right here.
Yes, Diane Torney, when you share your story, it helps others. It truly does.
Hold up. Too Sweet says she majored in something.
In crime victim survivor services. Wow.
That's incredible. Actually, you know what? It's almost like it's invisible, because, I mean, you know I know it happens, but sometimes when I would hear some of the stories that Tracy would talk about it, and I mean, I would just be floored. It's some of the stuff she actually had to endure. And yeah, oh yeah. And you think to yourself, how in the world did you even go to school at all? You know what I'm saying? Or anything, you know. And oftentimes you'll complain about your own situation, and then you hear someone else, and you're like, oh my God, I had it really good. And just didn't appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Like studying with the bitch like been impossible.
Sonia said, Tracy, yes, I know all about your type of journey. Only I became severely nervous. My daughter was born jumpy because her father thought it was funny, causing me nervousness. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ann J says, Bill, I love the sky. What is the number on that marker?
Now, I had to switch over from I went from the Tombos, now I'm over onto the
Yeah,
alcohol one.
what's the sky?
I can't read it. I need
Let me see.
my glasses.
It's 144. Pale baby blue. Here you go.
On that Cool Touch ADAXI marker.
Pale baby blue. Oh, here you go, man. Here's the top or the bottom, whichever.
See, here's the thing. Normally I would rush through it. Is Asia on here? I'm going by age this thing.
Age alone.
Take your time. You know what I'm saying?
Take your time.
Take your time. I gave myself a certain amount of time to finish, but sometimes you have to say, you know what? I'm gonna have to give this the time it needs. Well, they have to go. Then I guess they have to go. But if I have to finish this,
Yeah, they said help others makes you stronger as you recall your journey. Yes, it does. And God wants us to show, because even out of devastation, God always had a way of pulling me up and out of that and putting me, on safe ground. If that makes sense to anyone. Even in the midst of devastation, you can still excel. Yep. They said, Sonia said, go ahead, Bill. Take your time, do it right.
exactly.
I remember that song. Y'all are too funny. Everyone say Jennifer's wishing Donna Sadley a happy birthday. Too sweet for BS. I agree. She said it changes a person's life trajectory. Yes, it does. And I think it makes you more. As a kid, I always seemed to have to be on guard. I can remember as young as kindergarten. And that's a tough burden that put on a child. But I've always been able to be more
focused,
just tuned into other people's feelings. Just be in tune with other people's feelings and know how it is when someone says, well, you don't know what it's like. I may not know what your journey's like, but I can tell you about my journey and share some of my things with you. And so I could have gone down a completely different path.
Oh, yes, Lord, you gotta.
Makes you more empathetic. That's the word. That's the word right there. They were like, because most of my friends didn't know that I was going through that. So, high school, you want to cover everything up, So your friends, as you reach an adult, they're like, you went through that. Oh my goodness.
I remember one of the most incredible things. I don't know. Tracey may not want me to talk about that. Maybe I better say it. Oh.
Kate Crazy said you need Willy Wonka on that bike with candy would be great. That would be good. Vanessa Angel Rose Designs. The interaction of the chat is a great way to craft. Yes, it is.
Yes. Okay. For right now, where's my...
I like what you did with those wheels on the bike. The
wheels on the bike go round and round. Exactly. Hold up. Now I'm back to this.
It does make you compassionate. It really does, Kim. It really does. I know what it's like to be homeless. That was my reality in 11th grade. So you have a track star in high school that's homeless.
Hold up, y'all. Can I say this? One of the most powerful things I ever heard in my life was Tracy was talking. Now, understand, whenever something happens to you, you have the option to select any response. You could select to excel in something, whether it's academics, athletics. You could select to become a drug addict, an alcoholic. You could run away and get caught up in something in the streets. All kind of stuff. You could choose sexual promiscuity or what have you. And what was so remarkable was when I talked to Tracy, and when she told me that at a time when she's at an award ceremony accepting like one of the top awards for track, that out there, and people are all around like and all looking at her saying, "Oh my God, if I could just be like, I wish I was her. If I could just be like," you know how people are. She didn't have to tell me that's what they were saying, but I know that's what I'd be thinking with some of my childhood heroes. But they're looking at her up there, not knowing that out in the parking lot is a U-Haul truck with everything they own because they didn't have a place to stay. And I'm thinking to myself, how could she possibly feel? I mean, she's excited about receiving the award, but at the same time, she's sad or confused about not knowing where she's going to go after she walks out of this building. But the only thing to show for it isn't as a trophy. But I mean, she worked hard for this trophy, but she's fixing to walk to a truck. You understand what I'm trying to say?
There you go.
It's that kind of dichotomy or whatever that just blows my mind. And she's not the only one. It's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people on here. I'm reading your comments.
That experience that kind of thing, and you have to keep on your good face. And you don't tell anyone. Tracy probably never told anyone for 20, 30 years.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that because I actually ended up getting one of the top athletic awards for our county in New York, and they chose me to be their. They had like a whole
But I
a
think
whole slideshow with all my, and I was in 11th grade at this time, I believe. I think I was in 11th grade because that was when we were homeless. And so that was just to find a dress to put on to wear to the banquet. It was a banquet at Colony Hill Hotel on Long Island, New York. So it was a beautiful hotel, and here we are pulling up in this U-Haul truck. But that's just a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story, y'all.
But it was quite controversial of an award because I don't think a female has ever won it, ever.
Right, I would be the first female athlete to win, the top award at my high school for athletics. And so, there was a little bit of controversy over that. Bill, you want a hammer? If I had it. I mean,
it's a work in progress. Now, even though I made this, I may not even put this on. It just depends on, depends. It's not jumping out enough for me. I may need, you have black. I need some black. Hold up. I need that.
What do you need, babe?
This is not outlined. It's not jumping off enough. So I'm thinking of putting black on the outside of this.
Oh, yeah, I got black paper. I always have black paper. Here you go.
All right, see, if I do like this, it'll come out even more. So what I'm not even going to slice, y'all. I'm going to cheat and just glue this on.
Carrie Lynn's been through some stuff. I'm reading y'all.
What'd she say, Trace? I can't read it.
She said, I understand. She said, I'm sorry you had to live like that. I wasn't homeless as a kid. I was abused. Sometimes I couldn't go to school because of the bruises, because their bruises would show. Oh, man. Yeah, everyone on here has a story. And
But yet here y'all are.
Right. I try to not, I know what I've been through. And so when people say you're so encouraging, because I'm doing what I hoped someone would do for me when I was a kid, you know?
You know what? But that's how come I take every opportunity to tell someone that that they're great and what that they matter. I love to tell someone I'm proud of you. I can't tell you how many times I told a girl that one time, and she just stopped, broke down, and started crying. And she said no one ever told her in her life that they were proud of her.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? She was about 26, 27 at the time. You know, and it doesn't seem like something like that matters. We always have something negative to say. Let's just bite our lips sometime for a second and just tell someone something. Fine, you can always find something good to say if you try hard enough. I don't care if you look at them and say, well, it may not be about them, but you can say, I like your shoes. Okay. Well, I like your shoes. It's about the shoes, but, it's also about the fact that they chose those shoes. So that's something good.
Mm.
It's a starting point.
Yep.
Before I put this on, I'm gonna do one of Tracy's numbers. And no, I'll do it afterwards. Now, do I want to have it where the white still shows?
Kate Crazy, I love that statement.
What did Kate say?
She said, "You never give up on you. Be proud with you."
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, wait a minute here. I may need to hump this. Hold up.
There you go, babe.
You think?
We just never know where these lives are gonna go, do we, Bill?
No, we don't.
They just gonna take on a journey of their own.
I'm gonna hump the top part.
Miriam said, Tracy, some childhood experiences shape how you view the world, friends, jobs. I still get nervous about sharing and making friends. Yep. I used to get nervous at sharing. My self-esteem was just completely shot. And I think track gave me the confidence that I needed to keep going. To come out of the shadows, basically.
Tracy's coping mechanism for most of her years was to become invisible.
It was.
But because she focused in academically and athletically, the shine coming from those areas would not allow her to be invisible. So I think it was like a fight. Like, how do I remain invisible when everything around me is exploding? And when people look at me on the track, they're like, "Oh my God, look at this kid." When they look at me in the classroom, like, "Oh my God, look at this kid." The kid's trying to be invisible, but failing miserably.
I would try to be invisible, y'all. Y'all understand? I'm talking about like the tiniest little bug on the wall. That's what I wanted to be. I didn't want anyone to see me, really. And for some reason, in me trying to be invisible, I'd have certain teachers or a coach that would pull me out of my shyness and put me. I never even asked to be on these platforms. The teacher or the coach would put me on and say, "No, you belong here." There's something.
No,
That's why I always tell everyone. My fifth grade teacher, Miss Merrill, had such an impact on me as a fifth grader. That was my fifth grade teacher. She had such a huge impact on my turning point as far as me coming out of the shadows.
So, like a lot of people who are teachers, or even just people in the neighborhood, you think you have no effect on my life. It's meant nothing. Not realizing that you just speaking a word of greatness, just a word, a sentence to a child at a crucial moment will be the turning point for their entire existence. It can actually influence the way the rest of the world is shaped forever.
And look at Donna Joe says, I wore a beige trench coat every day. I got to go back and look at that comment. Where is it? She said, I wore a beige trench coat every day at school. I felt invisible in it. Abused by stepmother. I did share with my friends. Oh.
Mm.
Vanessa says she feels like it's her fault. And I think that what happens a lot is we take on the blame of what may have happened. And I think really that really kind of stunts us too when we become adults because we take on the blame. W. Lucky said, sounds like there's a podcast in the future coming out of this. You know, some people have asked me and Bill to do a podcast.
I need, you have a digital son somewhere? Did we ever do one? Just
I
curious.
don't think we have one. I think we have the stamped out one.
Yeah, you know, just something.
Let me see if we can find one.
Just in case. You never know.
Just in case. Bill wants to put some sunshine on his card.
Hold on, what is this? Wait, hold on, wait. Oh, we do?
That might be too big.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
That might be too big.
My desk, y'all. Do you see my desk? Donna Weaver says, God wanted you to shine.
I think I'll put this on here, y'all.
Yep.
I don't have to put it on, but hey, what the heck.
Y'all are making some powerful statements on this live. If no one, I hope that y'all are getting something from this. I know it went in a different direction, but man, y'all are really.
What are they saying? I'm missing it.
They're just saying some powerful things.
But see, that's how crafting is. When you're crafting or doing something, it takes you.
Carrying that burden of, you know, like I think my thing was for years I was so upset because I felt like I knew that my father didn't like me, and I tell people that like.
But how old were you when you first even
thought? I
thought
was about 5 years old, and I knew it. I just had this. It was this feeling.
Now, isn't that something?
A feeling of not being just never being good enough, or why doesn't my father like me? You know.
Isn't it amazing?
So I don't have that. I didn't have that thing. You know, only way I saw my father was as my mother's abuser, and that's not a good thing for a kid either.
But isn't it something how even as a kid, you just know. You can't even speak of it, but you know.
Yep. Oh no, don't. She said just sharing my tennis experience makes me feel like I should delete it because, well.
Oh, no. No, every experience is valid. You have to understand this. There's no...
No, she said her tennis experience.
What is it? What is it? I can't see it. I can't see it, but...
I know, she was just saying that she was nervous about sharing. Brenda said children have that sense about people. Yeah, so could you imagine from that age, from 5, now I'm 17, 18, I'm this top athlete. And so I had a bad experience at an athletic event with my father because when I was in 3rd grade, I had dropped the baton and my father said something about you're so stupid, you can't do anything right. And those words stuck with me. And at that time, it's just kids having fun. You know, you're in 3rd grade, you know. So it's a different experience when you're in 3rd grade. You're out there having fun, and then your father just tells you how dumb you are because you made a mistake and dropped the baton.
And you already feel bad about it.
And you already feel bad about it. And so, not knowing that years later I would become an All-American. in track and field. The same thing that he berated me in. And yeah, so words do hurt. Oh man,
What?
Kim has had a tough time.
What happened?
She said she can relate. She said my dad hated me.
This is
She
amazing.
said I look exactly like my mom, so I was a constant reminder of his cheating on her and the bad in their relationship. Oh wow.
Isn't it something how you can just know?
I wasn't even to be seen. Wow.
So you and Tracey, y'all had that in common then.
Karen Nelson said, Tracey, you are such a blessing to me, and having Bill along with you is an additional blessing to me. I love your YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Karen. And I think that's where my style of crafting comes from. A lot of you say, Tracey, you're so, like in your teaching, you're so gentle, you're patient, you take your time, you know, and I think that's from, if someone was to teach me, I think you can teach someone better in a loving environment. And so that's when you come from a place of love, it just makes all the more difference where someone says, you know what, I can do this. You know, I can do this. And that's what I want y'all to get out of those videos.
Right, and whatever I do, it's okay.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. So Donna Joe said, it's shocking to me how many people were abused. Most people I think didn't share like I did. Let me see, I'm going back to read. Your stuff is scrolling so fast.
Also, Donna Joe's society was set up in a way to ignore those events.
Most people I think didn't share like I did. Also, my father and stepmother were the talk of the small town we lived in. Oh wow.
Right. Society swept that under the rug, and kind of protected the man.
Margie said, you two have really blessed my life and everyone on here. Yeah, you know what? You go through the stuff that you go through, and even though as hard as it may seem, there's a reason why you had to go through that to get to this place. Because had I not gone through that, I don't think I would have been strong enough to get through what we went through with Ariel. I just...
You have a mic, Ron?
Huh? Oh, let's see. It should be somewhere on the table. Bill, you got a lot of stuff.
It's not that.
You got stuff
like a
everywhere.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I spy a micron pen. Oh. I just pray that all of you find peace in your heart and don't allow what happened to you stunt your growth as a person.
Or to define you.
Or allow it to define you, because I could have let that really, like all those situations, sometimes when I think back, sometimes I don't even like hearing the stories of how we grew up, because when you live it, it's almost like reliving it again. But I don't mind sharing, only because I know there's someone out there that may be having a tough time or is saying that, you know what, there's no hope for me. But there is hope. You just got to hang on and push through. LMB Creations, you are so right. Words are powerful. They can build you up or tear you down. And yes, Dee, our God is a good God. It's because of him I have been able to get over my childhood for the most part and forgive my caregiver. Wow. Diana Turney says, my husband was abused by his dad. He tried to commit suicide twice. Then after we got married, we tried to get help. but he could not deal with it. He committed suicide after we were married.
Oh, sorry to hear
Oh
that.
my
Who
goodness,
said that?
Diana.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
We're all carrying stuff, and that's why I love these kind of platforms where we can come together and talk about it, because we're not only crafting is actually our therapy, but we don't know the story behind the crafting. We don't know the story that's right behind this crafting, you know, that they were laying out on this table. And imagine now, with all the ugly situations and all the things that we've been through, we can still choose to create beautiful things.
It is a choice.
Yep.
And that's the whole premise, in a way, or a large part of the premise behind mindless crafting. Yes, you can get real technical and get the techniques and tell the right percentage of a particular something to use with this to make that. But the bottom line is, how do you get past yourself and release yourself in a way where you're happy with who it is that you have released? Without fear. I hope that makes sense to you, what I just said. Without fear of someone commenting on you, either negatively or positively. It doesn't really matter. This is the card I made, and you know what? I am happy with this. So I know I may not have cut it the right way. May not have used the slicer, and I called it the wrong thing. It's really called something else, okay? This thing here is called something else. But do I really care? No, I don't. You know, how do I release those things that can make me whole? And crafting is an extremely powerful avenue to do that. Mindless crafting.
Yep. Because I want y'all to get started, and it's the starting that's the hardest part sometimes when you're crafting, because you want all the elements to be lined up perfectly, and you want everything to be where it needs to be, and every marker that's a brand name, and all of these different things. But what about the things that you have right in front of you, the choices? What can you work with, right?
What if all you have is a piece of paper, a pencil, a scissors, and glue?
So I used what I worked with, even trying to get through, just like, now this can be a correlation to going back to my teen years. I knew that I couldn't control what was in my household, but the tools I did have was I had a mind that could create, and I had a body that could, where I could actually run. I could run as much as I wanted without anyone saying, you can't do this or you can't do that. Those are the things that I could push forward in, was my athletics and my academics. So even if those were the only two things I had,
then that's what you had.
That's what I used, right? And that's what you do in your mindless crafting. Use the things that you already have.
Do I want it like that? I don't know. I don't think I do. I don't think I want that. You know what? I'm just going to cut this off.
Yes. Mindless crafting. Control by giving up control. Yep. Bill, you just cutting it away, right?
Yeah, because see, look, here's the thing. Sometimes you'll go down a path and you'll say, but I've done all this work. I put all this time. I've invested so much. I have to make it work. Why? I don't have to make it work. I can make any decision I want. And right now I've decided that I don't think that was a good fit. So I'm going to try this.
You're thinking about it too much, right? I think that's sometimes we have to get out of our own.
I'm going to make this choice to go down a different road and see how that works. I may not use it at all.
Diana, I love that. She said, I love when someone tries to tell me I can't do something, because then I do 10 times more. Exactly. That's the winning spirit. That's the winning spirit right there. I have been told that I can't do something for so many years, so many times throughout my life. I've been told that I can't do something. And that word can't just like feeds my energy, okay?
That's the last thing they should have did, huh?
Yep. Tell me I can't. Vanessa, no. She said, I have been told to get rid of my craft supplies.
After you finished laughing, what did you do?
I know, right? She said, I just kept getting more. Exactly.
Why would they tell you that?
Let's see.
Some people think it's like a child's thing, you know. They even get biblical. When I was a child, I thought as a child, understood as a child. But when I became, you know, a man, I put away childish things. But this is not childish things. This is a conduit
This
of
is
expression.
life. Okay, exactly.
Don't
Mirror
put this.
splashes paint. I see your comment. Tracy, one day I was feeling that way. Then God told me, if I call you beautiful, then it doesn't matter what others negatively about you say about you or what you think. You are beautiful. Change my outlook. Exactly. Doesn't matter who calls me what. Matter. I've been told I'm not good enough. I've been told that. But if you know who you are and whose you are, that in a nutshell, that's it. Yeah.
And it's it's really tough for a woman because, please.
I think it's tough for men too, Bill.
It's tough for
men. You know
men.
why? Because
Why?
y'all are taught to hide your feeling. Be strong. Suck it up. And that's not always the case. That shouldn't be the case, you know?
Well, for so long, women, when I was growing up, they really pressed much harder to force women into roles much harder than they did with men. You know what I mean? You know, they even saw a woman step outside the kitchen. What are you doing outside the kitchen with some shoes on? You know what I'm saying? Get in the kitchen. You don't need to have a career. You need to you know how it was growing up.
Yeah. Oh, my father was sticking his chest
Women
out.
had it tough.
Once I became really good in track and started to get a lot of articles and stuff. Oh, he was just, oh, look, oh, I'm thinking. So when I was just my regular everyday kid, you were not okay with that. But now that I'm doing this thing, this becoming an athlete and the whole student everything.
So now you want to tell everybody.
Now it's like you want to brag about me, the invisible kid. So it was just, yeah.
All right, you're probably wondering what I'm doing. Huh?
D. McKinney, you are so right. Wounds are healed, scars remain, but love and forgiveness prevails. Exactly. And Jay, you know what? He wanted a share she said, Tracy, he wanted a share of your shine. Yeah. And I even as an adult, I tried to make amends with him. It didn't work out.
No, I didn't.
But I tried. At least I tried. Bill, they are loving your card, babe. Oh, so you're gonna do the back too?
Oh, I have to do the back.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. See, here's my thing. For me personally, I mean, that's like a person only shines the front part of their shoes, thinking no one's going to look at them as they walk off. They're gonna look at the back too. So I want them to see the heels.
Your shoes, okay.
I want them to say, "Ooh, everything! Look at all that." See, I want the front part where you can see this, but the back I'm going to cover it up slightly. Let me do this like this. Okay.
Bill, perhaps, Mirror Splashes Paint said, Bill, perhaps putting away childish things might even be the pains, hurts, bad experiences should be put away.
Yeah, that's true. It's absolutely true.
I hope y'all are reading these comments. Even if I don't get to all of them, I hope y'all are reading these comments and feeling a sense of strength and being inspired by this whole talk. Yeah.
But what I was talking about though, like your crafting materials, don't let someone make you feel like this is something wrong or something childish, and you should be doing something else compared to what they think anyway, because that doesn't matter, what they think.
Sonia Krill says, Bill, you're so right on that point of women being forced into certain roles. I was oftentimes made to be motherish over my brother um, being by our babysitters. She said she hated it.
Hold on, even okay, even something is now. Come on, I'm gonna be real with you. How many of y'all experienced this? Okay, growing up, there were households where you tell the women, don't you go out there and have sex or be sexually promiscuous. Do not do it. The family name. But then he'll turn around right to the son. Yeah, boy, go on out there. Go on and do that. Yeah, the family name. I mean, it's like a. So now you set up this thing where men and women fight amongst one another, you know, of how much they should do, shouldn't do, and you're right, you're wrong, and this and it's crazy. It's a different standard altogether. You know, it doesn't even make sense. Then the kids themselves, the men, if they decide, well, I want to respect with these women, I want to treat a woman the way I would have wanted someone to treat my mother or something like that. Now all of a sudden, maybe there's a group of people that look at you like you're crazy because, oh man, look at him. Something wrong with him. He ain't acting right.
Oh, Vanessa said she missed a lot of what was said. She said her internet is like off the chain today.
I'm just saying, it's ridiculous.
You know what? Taz Holden made a good point. She said, I don't know why people waste their time doing negative things to people. You know what? Because they say hurt people hurt people.
That's why.
Yep.
I heard someone say, they were talking about when you get out of a relationship, go find somebody else. There's more than, and then the problem is you run out and you jump right in again. So you have half of a person, because they're not whole yet. You have half of a person that gets with another half of a person. They end up with half of a relationship. And then they go back down the same road, and they never dealt with the original issues that were there in the beginning that started in childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People are talking about forgiveness.
A big part of that is we have to forgive ourselves. That's the hardest thing. Nothing's harder than that.
Yep. They say hurt people,
I'm almost there. See, I got the front. I'm trying to match this kind of slightly. But now I want to put a strip on each one of these. And then I'm done. Now, since I have this back like this, see, do I have enough? And I do. So I'm going to slice this right here. But
Donna Jones said, oh man, she made a good statement.
What did Donna say?
She said, she's talking to Vanessa, but I think everyone needs to hear this. She said, I was older than 50 after I forgave my stepmother. Several years after that, I realized that I needed for her to forgive me also for the thing I did against her.
But you know what?
But she said, but I'm not saying that made it okay for her to do the things that she did to me.
For a long time, I was really upset with my mother, and I felt like she should have did things differently, and I kind of really held it against her for a long time. But at some point, well, it was after my mother passed, and I was going through her things, and I saw books that she had and different references, things she's written down in the books, and all of a sudden I realized, you know what? My mother was operating through deep hurts and deep pains and things that had been done to her that she never shared with me. And I realized that, you know what? She did the only thing she could do.
Yeah.
Considering the circumstances. But just like me, she was hiding things from me like I was hiding things from her, like I hid things from my kids.
Yeah.
So it's like it just keeps being perpetuated. At some point, we have to make a conscious decision to break that cycle.
Hey, Bertha Bless Wilson. I see your comment.
What Bertha say?
Well, she was wondering if anyone has seen her comments.
Hi,
There's
Bertha.
202 people on this live stream right now.
Oh,
And I know that some people are not going to like what we're talking about, but we're more than just crafters. We're people who are living our lives, just trying to get through each day, just taking each day as it comes. And even in the midst of all of this chaos that's going on right now around the world, all of the death and anxiety and turmoil, beautiful things are coming out of this live right now. And the fact that we can share our journey, yeah, sometimes we want to keep it light and we want to laugh about everything, and that's good too. But sometimes it's good to kind of relieve some of the stress that might be going on. Or if someone's story makes you feel like, you know what, there's still hope for me. Or someone that just says, you know what, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you. I'm praying that you are able to find peace in your heart from going through so much.
and you know what? I mean, in all honesty, y'all, seriously, on a real serious note, I can't tell you how many emails, how many letters, personal letters and emails, but especially letters,
Oh,
we
yes.
got from people that told us they were right at the point of committing suicide and ending their life, and something they heard on a live stream like this changed everything for them.
Yep.
And that, I'm telling you, that's when I realized I can no longer operate in fear of what will someone think about what we just said about whatever. Uh, you can't do it. You have to be obedient to that moment and just let it out. Because if it came to you, oftentimes it's not you saying, it's something that was given to you, and you're like a conduit.
Yep.
And you kind of have to act in obedience of that thing. Call it whatever you want to call it, but you have to act.
Yep. And Ann J, you're so right. She said, you crafty friends are awesome. Here today, brave and strong. Exactly. Brave and strong. Brave that you say, I'm going to share my work no matter what. You know, I'm going to share what I do no matter what. I'm going to have fun because this is what makes me happy right now. You know, this is what makes me happy right now. And so, for all of you that are hurting in some sort of way or dealing with issues, because every single day could be a battle. Every single day. There's so much stuff y'all can be doing right now, and y'all decide to join us live at this particular day. You could be doing so many other things, and that's why I feel like I'm so blessed to be able to be on this journey. It's more than just crafting. It's become a way of life. So to inspire others, to pray for others, to be kind to others is a way of life. And it's a choice. Y'all are so sweet. Terry Lynn says, I train mentally and physically handicapped adults to function in society. Every time they share with me the abuse they have went through, I want to cry with them, but I can't. Exactly. That is a tough thing because it's that empathy that comes through. You know, you're able to something about someone else's story you're able to relate through. Able to relate to. Jennifer Real said we consider each other family, each person family, so we're comfortable sharing certain things. Yes, I truly believe that. I used to hide everything and make things look perfect. You know, that caught up with me. That definitely caught up with me later on in life.
There you go. That's good right there. So I have little things here, and I like a lot of room to write stuff.
There you go, babe. You're like me.
So I'm done. Right. That's my Mother's Day card. Here's my front. And here's the inside. Here's the back. I like to have continuity, so I'm trying to. No, I'm not done yet. I need to have a rule of thirds. I need some little things, Tracy. Seek below, either dot things or sequence or something.
Which one do you want?
I don't know. What do you think is better?
I'm not. It's not. I was gonna say your craft room, your rules, but.
But I will allow you at
sequence
this moment.
or
Yeah,
no?
let me see the sequence. I would allow you to influence my project.
Y'all, this desk, okay? They're saying they love your card. It was nice kind of chatting, and y'all are making me kind of teary-eyed, to tell you the truth. But good tears, though. Happy tears, because you actually have a platform where you can actually kind of release some of the things that you may have been dealing with when nobody else is listening, you know? We carry these heavy burdens. It's like a weight on our back. And we have to be able to learn and pray. Pray that God gets this burden off of us. Donna Weaver said, who is that card for, Bill? Who is that card for?
Every card I make, in a way, kind of is for Tracy. I know that sounds strange, but
I thought you were making it for my mom.
I don't know, but I always think of you when I make them. So
Aww.
I may give it to your mother, but it's always made. Seriously, I'm being serious. It's always being made with you in mind.
Vivian said, how did you start your journey to peace? Woo!
And that is a question right there.
Question right there.
I don't think I want the sequence now. I'm going to leave it at this.
Start your journey to peace.
Ooh, that was a deep question right there.
Goodness.
You know how you start? You start. You make a conscious decision. You make one step without fear, without necessarily knowing if it's right or it's wrong. But you look at it and you have to trust. And you take that step. And once you take that step, you try to enlarge the foundation or the footing around that step. You know, I don't however you do it with do prayer, do reading, do meditation, do crafting, do spending more time with friends, to getting outside of yourself. Man, I'm gonna make a card and give it to the lady across. I can't worry about myself. Let me step outside of myself. Let me pay something forward. Now let me take another step. Let me do a little bit more. Let me take another step. Hey, what are they doing at the next level? And I start looking at the next level. I can only see it at eyesight. I can't, but I stick my head up and I look at the next level, and I start saying, you know what? I'm gonna start doing that. Let me see, can I climb up and just take one step? And you start to repeat that same process over and over. And the next thing you know, you'll be so far removed from your beginning steps, but you have to do this each day. One thing I learned from Tracy, when I always tell the story, when Tracy said, have I increased your happiness today? So if you wake up today and say, how, Tracy always says, she says, how can I be a better human being today? What can I do today? Now I'm not thinking about the past. I'm not going to beat myself over the head. I'm thinking about next week. I'm just thinking about today. That's all I want to do. If I take care of today, everything else will fall in place. Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense. Here's what brought me closer to peace, or getting to that peaceful place, is getting closer to God and knowing that God is going to get me through this no matter what.
That's good enough.
And he's the one that's bringing me all these things in life. No matter what, God was right there saying, I got you. You know? He was right there with me. He was right there with me. And so, and I had a praying mother too. So there'll be moments of peace, even in devastation sometimes. There'll be moments of peace, like get back to the whole core of this. What is the lesson from this? Crafting makes me feel peace. Crafting gives me peace. Even when me and Ariel were in the hospital and going through her battle for those 5 years, crafting gave us peace. Praying and saying, here's the thing that came to me was when I was in the hospital, this is a turning point for me, when I was in the hospital with Ariel. And when your child is so ill to the point where you don't know what the next day brings, I had to give up control and leave it in God's hands. And that's what brought that peacefulness, even in the hospital, looking at someone walking into that room, it did not look good, okay? So someone walking into that hospital room would say like, oh my goodness, this little girl is not in good shape, because they're looking at the physical. But God and I were already having a conversation. And his message to me was when I bring you through this, you have to tell your story. You can no longer keep everything under wraps.
There's no more invisibility.
You cannot, exactly, you cannot be invisible anymore. You have to share your story, because through your story, it's going to bring hope to someone else. And it's going to show other people what I've done in your life to turn things around. So when I now look at each and every journey, every challenge that has happened in my life, from my childhood to now to this point here, I can say without a shadow of a doubt that only by the grace of God have I made it to this point. That's it. So the peace that, yeah, challenges are still going to come. Obstacles are still going to come. But if I push forward, if I put my trust in God and not in man, then I'm okay. That's the peaceful moment.
Right. Well, as I said before, everything works out to the good in the end.
Yeah.
And when the question is asked, well, what if it doesn't?
Right.
The answer is always, then you're not at the end.
Yeah. It's just my story. You know, each of us has a journey.
Oh, Mika's on here too.
Each of us has a journey.
Sonia, she said something to you.
Oh, where's my sister-in-law?
You have to back
I'm gonna
up
scroll up here, see where she is. Yeah, so me and Bill may come on here and laugh and have a great time with you because we love it. Through laughter brings some sense of joy, and it's a great stress reliever because that's who we are. We just like to make people laugh. But we also like to encourage and inspire people to go to whatever that next level is that you're aspiring to.
Here, take this right here.
Look at Mika on here. My sister-in-law Mika's on here, y'all. Sunye. He said, oh, he put stitching on as soon as she felt that you need stitching, babe.
I knew she was going to say that.
You did a good job with this. Look at this. Look at his card. Y'all, I think my biggest thing is, because people say, what is your goal in life? I said, I want to be able to leave a footprint on the world, and I want to be able to motivate people, and I want to, when all is said and done, I want people to feel like, you know what? Tracey inspired me. She did, you know, she always pushed me to be a better person. I mean, I just feel like I want that. You know, when you think about what really matters in life, it's people that really matter, you know, and be an inspiration to people.
I'm missing watching this. I'm looking at some of these comments. It's so powerful. Cheryl, aka Cheryl, says, my father called me every Saturday and said he was coming to pick me up. I'm almost 59 years old. and he never showed up. Haunts me to this day.
That's what when Bill, I've told Bill before that I can't remember one time my father said I love you or gave me a hug. And he was like, not even one time. You can't remember your father giving you like a hug, like, or saying like you good job or something. Never, okay? I cannot, I've never really can remember a time when my father hugged me. No.
But you know what? And love is a two-way street thing, you know. So, I mean, I know we want it desperately from our parents, and we are just kind of want to cut it off there and say, I'll never be whole because I never received this. But you have to always remember that you can only give as much love as someone is capable of receiving.
Mm-hmm.
And in your case, if you have love to give too, and if they can't receive the love you have to give, even as a child, then you must give others the balance. And I bet you anything, Cheryl, in your life, and in many of our lives who kind of feel somewhat like Cheryl, we have given that love that we were unable to give to our father or to our mother who felt were unloved by. We've given that to children, to other people. We're just bursting through the seams with the desire to just give that thing that we never had. And I bet you sure you're making an impact that you can't even believe right now. I'll bet you if there were people who would speak up right now, they would say, you know what? If it wasn't for Cheryl,
Yep.
If it wasn't for Cheryl.
Right, and my thing is, you've got to stop, because people say that certain things carry over into generations. So my father was an alcoholic. I choose not to do that. You know, like it's a choice and it's a struggle because, you know, that made so much pain in the family. So the choice was that I didn't want to become that. I wanted to become the opposite of whatever he was. So I wanted to be the best parent that I could be, you know. I wanted to be inspirational and positive. I wanted to be supportive. I wanted to have a marriage that was loving and that was, I wanted everything to be that, I wanted my life to be everything that my father's life wasn't. And I realized growing up, even now, well, as a grown up, that he had a hard time with his childhood too. So he had a lot of pain, and his pain, unfortunately, devastated our family.
And this is true. Crystal Backman says, that's it, you make a choice. You're right, Crystal. Can y'all imagine how many, the prison systems are overflowing with people who we look at as criminals, but if you actually were to have a conversation,
you were to have a conversation,
if you were to really talk to them,
yep,
they would say, no one understood.
Yep.
I was never told. Yeah, every kind of thing that we're talking about now, but somehow they ended up there and we're still here. But are they any more in prison? Are we any less in prison than they are? They're behind walls, but we're behind spiritual walls. A lot of us are almost handcuffed until we can release ourselves from this thing, or be released, allow ourselves to be released.
Yeah, the mind can really
imprison us.
It really can.
Because oftentimes the person that has the key is not somebody outside, it's us holding the key in ourselves, refusing to turn the lock.
Yeah. And everybody tries to go around and, paint this perfect picture of their life. And you got to come out of that shell to really reach the heart of people. If I wasn't able to share what I've gone through with y'all, it would be hard for y'all to share with us too. So I know a lot of channels do, different things. Everything is perfect and on the surface, but I think it's through telling your own story that truly, truly brings out the essence of what a person is, the type of person that we are, And so for so many of you, I'm looking at your comments and I have to tell you that I am just my heart is truly filled with so much inspiration with where our channel, why am I on this channel? It's more than just crafting. And me and Bill told ourselves this before, like, this is more than just crafting, you know? And for all of us, my siblings that have grown up in different, you know, in the same household, it's affected us in different ways, you know? So, yeah.
It's so many incredible comments on here. I don't even know where to start.
Karen says we are blessed by you and Bill. I'm so thankful for that.
I don't know where to start,
Karen, because I wake up each morning and one of the things I say to myself is, and I'm getting choked up right now, is that I want to, how can I be a blessing to someone today? Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but just today, because today is all we have. You know, we're not promised tomorrow. So you can make a turnaround like today at this moment. You know, you can make a turnaround.
Exactly. I was really reading Crystal. Exactly. Crystal Beckman. Crystal says, I find teaching inmates, many of them are more free than we are. They must face who they are. We tend to cover, remain unhealed.
Yeah.
Y'all, I'm going to tell you something serious. I'm sure Crystal won't mind me saying this. I had a chance to speak with Crystal. And
how do you know she's not going to mind you saying this?
Because Crystal's phenomenal. Crystal, she works with inmates.
Crystal's like, don't be telling my business.
I heard it was like a radio interview she did. Crystal is so phenomenal. The things that she's doing right now, the United States has the largest incarcerated population in the world by far. Okay, I mean, and without someone like Crystal and a lot of people like her, there are people out there languishing without any hope of ever being released from those shackles.
Yeah,
ever. And Crystal's not being judgmental. She's walking in there saying, "Baby, I know you did something wrong, but you know what? You're still somebody special.
You're still somebody.
Loved. Yeah. You still are of value. Let's shape your life today. Let's start the change now, and let's begin that process. I mean, you have to understand how tough that is."
Yeah. So, Crystal, I thank you for that.
I thank you, Crystal, for what you do. Seriously.
Crystal says, we heal when we tell. Oh, my goodness. I love that. We heal when we tell.
Bertha says, I am blessed right now, Tracey, because of this channel. Oh, my goodness. See, there are a lot of people.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. Crafting therapy, right? If crafting is the thing that gets you through the day, then by golly, you keep on crafting.
Terry Lynn says, as a single mother, it is hard for me to feel like I can ever be enough. Then I look at the rest of my family and see that I'm not alone. These stories help people feel they're not alone. Let me tell you something, Terry
It does help people feel like they're not alone.
How many times have you seen a kid when he gets drafted or something, or he wins a championship? Now, I'm talking a family that has a mother and a father. The father could have spent every single moment training that child, whatever. And what's the first thing that child says? Does he say, "Hey, Dad"? "Hey, Dad"? No, he says, "Hey, Mom." "Hey, Mom." When a child looks at you, he sees you. There are mothers out there, you could do almost every wrong seemingly in your mind, but that child will still give you another opportunity. Not every day, but every minute, every second to be something more, because they look at you and they see that. They see you in a way that you just sometimes can never see yourself.
Yeah.
They do. I promise you, Terry Lynn, next time you look your children in the eye, look at them how they see you. See them see you. See them see you. See them.
Yeah, because when you're in it as a single mom, you can't always see it because you're so busy trying to balance everything. Because I've been there before too. And so you're trying to balance every single thing.
And
it's like perfect. So you're never kind of in that moment, like taking a breath to kind of enjoy it. And so you just have to make it through. Know that you're doing okay for the kids. You know, my daughter told me that as an adult, my oldest, she was like, "Mom, I just want you to thank you for being such a wonderful mom. You exposed us to so many things, like just." And I'm thinking, I felt like I was busy because I was still working full time. And then this was even before Bill came into my life, trying to raise my daughters, trying to make sure that they were excellent, like students in school, you know, just the whole character building, everything. And they, you know what? In all my tiredness, they still turned out okay.
I know.
They still
Oh,
turned out okay.
thank you, Crystal. Crystal says, your platform blesses me. This work in prison is very helpful. You are my spiritual help. God has many forms. You know what? I can't. There are so many powerful comments. I could be on here all
I'm
day.
just like, y'all
I don't even know where to start, to be perfectly honest.
y'all completely,
This is an incredible live
it
right
really
now.
is.
I hope people are being actually. I don't like to sound like spiritual or whatever,
You
but I
are
hope people
spiritual, babe.
are being blessed and ministered to today, because there are some people out here who thought they came here for crafting, but what they came here for is something else.
Yep,
And I hope you're receiving it right now and allowing it to do what it does.
right.
Yeah, right. And just know that you are enough. Terry Lynn, just know that you are enough. When your kids look at you, they're not looking for perfection.
Yep,
They just want to see, they just looking at mom in the moment,
yep.
right now. Ma.
Y'all see how I'm cleaning up the desk, right, while talking?
What you trying to say?
Naomi says, today I was blessed with a phone call I got from a friend who asked her, who wanted to find out, just calling you to see if you were okay. Yep.
Ooh.
That's why we're all here. We were brought here for a reason. And if it's something that you heard me say or Bill say or someone on this platform wrote in the chats that's blessing you today, then you're meant to be here. You're definitely meant to be here at this time to hear this message. And if you notice, if you really start to notice, each and every day there's messages that come to you, whether it's in the form of maybe a letter or something, you know, just there's God has given us messages at all around us. We just have to stop for a minute and actually see it. It's there. You just have to see it.
Thank you, Donna. Donna said, what I needed to make it is here. Thank you both for your spirit and soul coming through to us.
Yep. God does not make mistakes, Cheryl. Doesn't. My journey may have been a tough journey, but there's a reason why I had to go through that journey. Wow.
Mm-mm-mm.
This is the best YouTube ever. Margie, thank you. Oh, y'all just blew me away today.
Yeah, exactly.
Bill was just going to come on here and do a simple card and talk about his snake story.
That's how it started.
June, you said that right. God is good all the time. Bertha Bless Wilson said, yes, the mess lets us know Bill is in the chair. Bertha says she's going to make a card with the bike now. Oh, y'all have blown me away. I see y'all in a whole new light.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to go back.
Because y'all make
yeah.
some of the most, y'all are still, even in your mess, in your journey, you're still doing beautiful things, and you're choosing to create beautiful things in the world. You're putting out beautiful things in the world. You're making something that never existed before. How wonderful is that? With your own individual fingerprint on it.
Mm-hmm. It's so many. I don't even know where to start. Oh, Vanessa. Okay, hold up. Vanessa, here. Email us at admin. Hold up. I'll write it down.
I had a counselor who said, Donna, I love this. I had a counselor who said, let out the tears, let go, then walk towards the joy. Yep.
There you go. Hi, Pam Tabor. Oh, Pam Tabor says, Bill, I'm looking at your card and I feel like being a mom is an uphill ride or journey, but the sun is still shining, so better days are ahead.
Oh,
isn't that deep?
Messages.
Let me say that again.
Everywhere.
That was deep.
that?
Pam Tabor. Let me say that again.
Pam Tabor. Oh, my
Pam
goodness.
said, I'm looking at your card and I feel like being a mom is an uphill ride or journey, but there's a but here, but the sun is still shining, so better days are ahead.
Yep. Wow.
You know, you see, here's the thing. Like,
there's a message right there.
I don't even know if I was thinking. I don't know if I was thinking that.
There's a message behind that.
But imagine if I sent this card to Pam Tabor, if she got that card, that's what she got. If I sent it to somebody else, they get something else. But the message is for them.
Yep.
What they get is for them and them alone.
Oh my goodness.
Vanessa, you saw my thing? I put Vanessa, I put my email address, admin@mindiscrafting.com.
Wow. Heavenly Gifted today said your card reminds me of the path God calls us with the most resistance. The path of least resistance, many go down, but with the most resistance.
You know what? If you combine the two concepts,
wow.
Heavenly Gifted today, that was kind of deep.
Mirror Splashes Paint says, Tracy and Bill, thank you for shining your light and love with us.
Oh, Pam said something.
But Bill missed the snake ringing. The doorbell was ringing. They said it must be the snake. See, y'all still throwing in those.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness, y'all are too funny. Can you cry and laugh at the same time?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. Y'all have done that. Okay. Everyone's praying for Asia. Her mother-in-law passed away last night.
I did not know that.
She had written it in the group, but I didn't want to say it on the platform. Yeah. Well, y'all.
Hold up, I gotta type this.
Bill's typing something, so he doesn't want me to. But I'm still here cleaning up his I'm not even gonna call it a mess. His creative footprint. I'm cleaning up his creative footprint. Jill, you are funny. She said I can laugh, cry, and pee my pants at the same time, multitasking. Hello. Oh my goodness, y'all are funny. Oh my goodness. They said for me to stop. They said y'all need to stop being mean to Bill.
Oh, I don't. It doesn't.
They said when the doorbell rang, they talking about the snake. Look, he put enough snake repellent down to keep not only the snake away, but people away.
All the people that got snakes.
Social distancing
in their spirit.
Oh my goodness, y'all are funny. So we're gonna be live tomorrow, babe?
I don't know. We'll see.
I think that'll be fun. We need to share. I think we got some happy mail that we need to share. What do y'all think? We should be. I'm not even gonna ask y'all what y'all think. I already know.
Jennifer Real said these stories brought her to tears.
Me, Jennifer, I'm kind of weepy right now. Like,
yes, she is.
If anyone just taps me lightly, I'll just burst out in tears. But happy tears, tears of joy, also.
Exactly.
Oh, go live tomorrow.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Now there's
Oh my
that
goodness.
15% off on the Mother's Day photopolymer stamp and the digital stamp. So for those of you that haven't gotten it, check it out. Tell your friends about it or whatever. For those that hadn't joined the Mindless Crafting group, go ahead and do that.
Our Facebook group.
Facebook group.
Yep. Mindless Crafting Facebook group.
I'm going to change up the...
If you want to be inspired.
Yeah, anyway, enough of that. Hi, June Scallum. All right.
All right, y'all. Well, this was something else, okay?
Oh, hold up. I got to answer this. Lucky says, Bill, have you been out in the yard yet? Yes. Yesterday, I went and bought the snake killer repellent stuff and some mothballs. I didn't want to go yesterday evening because I wanted to make sure the snake was out. So this morning...
Was out where? Out of the yard.
Out of whatever. As long as it was nowhere near the backyard. And, I've been hiding something. So we looked up from the top level window quite carefully to make sure he wasn't in the backyard for about
Bill did a good job,
minutes.
too.
And then we went out there and just, I used it was a huge thing. A snake repellent, I used the whole bottle. Tracey said, you don't need that much. I was like, girl, you better move out my way. I'm going to use every drop of this. And going back to get some more.
He just needed a smidgen of it, but he...
Mothballs, every drop. It was a huge one. I used every mothball in the thing, okay? I just want to make sure. That's all.
Oh, my goodness. What you going to do with him,
Hi,
y'all?
JB Bobby Coley. She says, hey, Tracey, I've been blessed today. Actually, hear my words and personality coming through. I'd like to speak with you, Bobby Coley, 13@gmail.com. I've been watching as an invisible person for weeks.
What?
For weeks. Here, Bobby Coley,
Wow.
in case I missed that email. Hold up.
Well, just let this live, though, be a testament
Hold up.
that... You're seeing it in full force, the beauty of when people come together. Brought together by one thing. We may have been brought together by crafting or one of the videos that we may have been that I may have put out, when we may have met through Facebook, and now y'all are on this platform, on our YouTube channel.
Okay.
Just let this be a testament to how beautiful the world truly is. And when you think about what's going on in the world, you focus on the positivity that just took place today during this live. Focus on that. That so many people from so many walks of life from all over the world can be brought together and be able to relate to something that may have happened in my life or may have happened in your life.
Exactly. A lot of us and a lot of you that think you're broken have actually been put together in such a way that is so beautiful that it can never be duplicated. It's so unique. And you're put together in such a way where you can address a very specific audience of people with unique things that have happened to them that only you can address because only your experience can speak to them.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Let your light shine. Quit being invisible and let your light shine. That's what I had to do. I had to get past the urge to be invisible. And the reason why I wanted to be invisible was because I was afraid of what people might think of me. And once I was able to get past that invisibility and be pulled out of the shadows, y'all don't understand. You had to tie a rope and pull me out of the shadows because I was not coming. But only by the grace of God and knowing that He has made me for a reason and that I have purpose, and so do you. Yes. So when people say, Tracey, I can't believe you were shy.
JB
Yes.
Bobby, JB Bobby Coley. You saw my message for you to email us at admin@mindlesscrafting.com, right? Because I'll miss it. Go ahead and do that, and I will respond. We will respond.
So I'm sending out hugs to all of you today. I'm praying for all of you that this has brought something or done something in your life to make you feel like you want to do something awesome or be a blessing to someone, because we're going through some tough times right now. We have to get through this together, and together we're going to get through this. We're not here just by mistake. This is no accident that we're here. So y'all, I'm going to let you go. This was powerful. I hope that we can have more conversations like this. There's going to be a lot of people who don't care for this type of conversation, but it's okay.
Right.
It is okay.
Right.
Yeah.
They can just come leave and come back on the next one if they choose.
Right. And here's the thing. I'm no longer afraid to be afraid to share. And that has been a big deal for me, being able to get past wanting to share and also feeling like someone's going to judge you. And so I don't know if you noticed, I've been sharing more of my stories with y'all, whether it's sneaking food into the movies. Right, babe?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just sharing, just being able to share. We're not perfect. None of us are perfect. So you don't ever feel like you're less than anyone. You are not less than anyone. God created you, and God doesn't make mistakes. So with that said, Bill, we're going to go ahead and sign off, huh?
Exactly.
Y'all take care. We'll see y'all in the next live.
Exactly. It's so nice to, I don't know the song. Spend this time together to share a simple laugh or two. Plus, I just made up the words. I don't know if that's the word.
That's okay.
Anyway, guys, y'all have a wonderful evening.
He could have kept going.
Goodbye. And thank you for bearing with this live. And I mean, thank you for sharing those incredible stories. I'm going to go back and listen to and read the things that you all said.
All right, y'all. Happy mail tomorrow. Look, Mary brought happy mail tomorrow. Exactly, Mary. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.